I just muted. But the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media Wednesday Sports Talk Show, hosted by Edward Hall and co-hosted by me, Mark Gregory. And just we want to thank all of our audience out there. Of course, I'm your co-host, Mark Gregory, and also your host, uh, Edward Hall. I know, folks, you have to deal with them, but we'll get through it together. They've already called the police on Edward Hall, but I believe Edward is back, and he ain't dealing with stage fright or anything. I know, Edward gets scared, and that's his heart beating, but I think he's with us. Edward, are you with us? Yeah,
Well, that guy just answered my nerves at this moment.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm here, ready to get this show underway. We got a couple big time guests that I'm looking forward to getting to talk to, and I got to talk to one of them Friday after a big time district win, and I'm looking forward to getting to talk to him again. Well, what's going on in Mark's world?
Well, got that thing called work, 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 work. Oh, I don't feel like I'm swinging from a vine right now. I don't know. Other than that music and that background and the little triangles and the music and I don't know. My mind's like off course right now.
Well, I knew you liked that music so much, I went ahead and added another 30 seconds. That way you can enjoy it.
The audience ain't liking you at all right now, Edward. I'm telling you. I'm right, folks. You know I am. I have no idea why we just got a red train whistle.
Well, while we're waiting on our first guest to show up, we're going to start things off a little different this time. If I can find these, we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors.
The team at the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media wants to take the time to thank our sponsors, Bryant Family Medicine and Heather Martinez Realtor. We also want to thank our support staff, Valerie Rutherford, Allison Messer, Larry Spicer, Addison Sloan, John North, Shane Shackford, and last but not least, Keisha Ambergy. With the support of our fine sponsors, our dedicated staff, and you, the members, we are all working on one goal, the promotion of student athletes. With this team, we can't miss.
Hi, I'm Heather Martinez, active community member and your realtor. Give me a call or text 606-344-0217, or you can reach me by email, heather.martinezrealtor@gmail.com.
A huge shout out to our sponsors there, Bryant Family Medicine. And, Mark has that forever cough, and, go out there and check them out, and they'll get you all lined out, Mark.
Absolutely. Yeah, I've trusted them with my family for years. They're just good people. Just like it said, the Bryant Family Medicine, and it just they make you feel like family.
Yeah, unfortunately, I ain't got the one with the QR code on the Wednesday Sports Talk Show overlay lineup because, Mark won't send it to somebody. But, go check out Heather Martinez, like her page, share her stuff. Go check out if you're in the market for looking to buying or selling a home. Go give Heather a hi, and she'll be your hookup. She'll get you all took care of. And, if you're like Mark, he's always looking to buy a new home. So, Mark, go give her a shout.
Absolutely. I'm loaded.
Absolutely. So, we're going to start out a little bit different. We did have a achievement that I got reached out for, and, Mark failed to promote it Sunday. I'm sorry, folks. That's just Mark for you. But It's Peyton Grigsby from Scott. She reached her 1,000th dig. So, I got to give her a big congratulations on, this huge milestone she just achieved.
Well, the audience is sure liking it, and it's very any kind of achievement that we see like that, we're very thankful to be able to promote it the best way we know how.
Absolutely. And for all of our audience that's actually with us at the moment, any student athlete that that has reached a milestone or something you just think that they deserve to be promoted about, please feel free to reach out to one of us. And I would love to be spending time putting graphics together like that for all these deserving student athletes. But Mark, see, I knew the audience would warm back up to me again like they did Sunday. So we're going to start out with our top 5 must see list while we're waiting on our first guest to show up. So your Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media top 5 must see for football is Isaiah Bridges from South Warren with 4 interceptions. You got Trey Cook from Scott with 1,971 passing yards. Hunter Fuson from Bell County with 77 tackles and 12 tackles for a loss. Stone Crow from Paducah Tillman with 2,201 passing yards. And Deacon Parton from Middlesboro with 21 pass and 3 rushing touchdowns.
I love the list, and just can't argue with that at all. Some very talented athletes in there. I've seen 2 of them play firsthand, and probably on down the road we might get to see a few other of them playing, maybe on the carpet.
Absolutely. And so now it is your Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media top 5 must see in volleyball. And you have Ryan Grigsby at Scott with 898 assists and 241 digs, Mark. You got Rihanna Brown from West Carter with 97 service aces. Mylon Miner from Scott with 532 kills, 254 digs. Jessica Smallwood from Elizabethtown with 550 kills. Bella Maines from Rawlins County with 390 kills and 353 digs, Mark.
Them were like Madden sports numbers right there. I can't even, I don't really even know where to start on that. Them numbers are just crazy.
Absolutely. We've got to see, a couple of them play, last year in the state tournament, and, very impressed with that team. And, I've kept up with them, stat wise and, stuff like that throughout the season this year, looking and seeing, hopefully we get the chance to see them back there again this year, Mark.
Yep. Absolutely.
But, the only bad thing is about sports is, I'd love to be able to see every team there and every team take the hardware home. But, you've always got a winner and loser in each game, which, you love it for the team that wins and you hate it for the team that loses. So maybe they need to try to change that up. What do you think?
It just takes a lot of heart. It really takes heart.
I didn't hear a word you said.
I said it takes heart. It takes heart. Yeah.
No, man, that's what all.
But you're right, and that's the sad part about sports, and that's the cruel part of it. All these teams, I don't care if it's football, basketball, baseball, swimming, wrestling, running, it doesn't matter. Everybody puts the same amount of work into it. At the end of the day, there's going to be some that's not going to reach their goals, but it's not from lack of effort. And it's not from lack of anything else. That's the sad part about sports. There's a winner and a loser. I'm not going to say a loser, because if you pour it all on the field, do your very best. That's all you can do at the end of the day. But sometimes you just don't get to the point that you want. But now, on a lot of occasions in sports, that just lights a fire for the next following year for athletes. Or they get a taste of it and then they want back there.
Absolutely. And, like you said earlier, you said heart. Yeah. But, I say it at the end of every show, about going out and covering these student athletes. So, what Mark just said about heart, you'd get to see the heart, the passion, the hard work, the dedication that all these young student athletes put in for the sports that they love. And, they would love to see, their stands packed, their football stadiums packed, no matter what sport it is, they'd love to see it being, standing room only. That they love that type of environment, which are, as a media person, I love seeing that kind of environment myself.
Absolutely.
But Mark, while we was rambling on, one of our guests jumped on. Are you ready to bring him on?
We are ready.
Well, Cameron, I want to thank you first off. Mark done doing applause and everything, but thank you for taking your time.
You're welcome.
So, before I turn you over to Mark, I gotta, ask you your thoughts on how your season's progressing so far.
We doing better than what most people thought we was going to do this year for sure. We got a tough game Friday, but I think we'll be all right.
Absolutely, but Mark, the floor is yours.
Um, Talking about your game Friday against Harrison County, it's on the road, bigger school. I'm
Yeah.
sure it's going to be a tough contest. And have you had time to look in on it yet?
Yeah, we've practiced this week and watched a lot of film. It's a big 4A school, and they've played their schedule. They've played some really rough teams, so it'll be a physical game for sure.
So you feel like you're going in there like as a giant killer or something like that, but just uh, talking about your season, and we talked a lot about it, during the course of the year. Um, you started out with a really really big win against Bryant
Yeah.
County, and a lot of people, you spoke a little bit about it, really didn't think kids could pull that one off. And then you
No.
open the season with that big of a win. How does a win like that just ignite the rest of the season for you?
It definitely gave our team a lot of more confidence because everybody thought we was going to lose that game, and we came out and scored 50, and then we had a good win. So it gave everyone confidence to just play hard the rest of the season.
So, coming into the season, I know you just put the work in it. Like we were speaking before you come on. Every team puts the work in. I know
Yeah.
you did your stuff too. But was you seeing this at the beginning of the season? You think you're a little bit ahead of schedule to what you was thinking, or do you believe that you would have been here at this point?
Definitely thought we would have maybe battled with Brett a little bit more, but I'm glad with how far we've came, and
Yeah.
we've definitely progressed and got better as a team throughout the year.
So was there anything differently that you did as a team going into the season than what you had been doing?
We were definitely working harder, I feel like, than we did last year. Everybody was in and was wanting it this year.
Um, I don't know, Cameron, if you look at the rankings and the RPI, do you give that much thought when you look at that stuff, or do you even pay any attention?
Yeah, I think we're 3 or 4 in RPI right now.
Okay, and so I'm sure you probably already know how big of a game Harrison County is
Yeah,
because it is a smaller school playing a big school,
yeah.
and that could really,
Shoot up for the RPI.
that could really shoot you up quite a bit.
Yeah.
And are by looking at that stuff, are you do you like the RPI or you? I know some players will say that they like it. Some players like, well, I wish we go back to the old school method. But are you a fan of it?
I mean, I guess it's got its good and bad, but I'm not really a big fan of it because I don't know. I don't really like the RPI.
Well, the most of the problems I see with the RPI, it's like some teams have to travel clear across state at
Yeah,
sometimes play a playoff game, which is pretty hard for some of the lower budget schools and stuff to do.
yeah,
Like I know Edward got stuck with a long trip a few years back, and he still complains about it today to go cover a game. But yeah, he still won't hush up about it. But are you more of a do you like the road trips or do you like the games at home?
I like playing home games, but road trips I like because honestly, the food. But I like the home games more.
So you like the crowd pulling for you instead of against you though.
Yeah,
But yeah, I like what I see. I'm very impressed with your squad, and Edward has covered you several times this year, and
yeah.
he's really impressed with you too. But I just gotta give you a thumbs up and say wish you all the best of luck, and just keep on keeping on and keep that train going.
Thank you.
So, Cameron, correct me if I'm wrong, but you're only a sophomore, correct?
Yeah, I'm just a sophomore.
So, right now, with all the stats that's been uploaded, you do have multiple sacks on the season and knocking right at 40 tackles on the season. So, I just got to ask, is that something like what are you seeing on the field that's allowing you to attack like you are?
Uh, I'm really just like I play with a high motor and I try to just go 100 mile an hour in every play, and that's just really what's keeping me going.
Eh,
Well,
eh,
I will
eh,
have to admit about the high motor because every game I've seen, it don't look like your energy ever slows down out there on the field.
Yeah,
So
Edward, I gotta interrupt you. You just said he was a sophomore. Now, Cameron, I want to say I'm extremely jealous. You've already got like a full beard, and I'm 100-year-old, and I still cannot grow it through there at all. I just grow a goatee. That's all I can get. I can get that full beard. So I'm jealous. I mean, you already got one up on me. I
yeah,
give it up. Edward's always every time Edward's around me, he's like, yeah, like okay, yeah.
well, sometimes us guys with full beards have to show it off to you a little bit more.
Cameron, do you see you as somebody that might do you like the trimmed up beard like the Edward type beard or would you like to go like full blown like Duck Dynasty with the beard like everywhere?
I like to keep it trimmed up.
So you're not gonna have one down to here or anything like that.
Nah.
So talking about your stats, I got to ask, what did you personally do on the off season to get yourself to where you're at?
I was just working out every day, every morning, and just doing my own kind of football stuff because I was hurt a lot last year too. So I try to just like this year just means more to me.
Absolutely, and I got to ask you about one of the most legendary coaches in the state of Kentucky. I'm pretty sure I think he's third all time and wins in the state
Yeah,
of Kentucky. But I got to ask you about Coach French.
he's a he's a great coach. I love to have him. He's definitely taught us a
Absolutely.
lot.
Every time I talk to him, it just seems like a guy I could just sit down and I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I'd sit down and drink coffee with him and just listen to some of his old football stories.
Oh yeah.
So, got to ask you: is he easy on you, or does sometimes he got to crack that whip out there?
Sometimes he gets a little upset and angry, but that's a coach's job.
It is. It is.
Yeah.
So I got to ask you. I've been to several of Millsboro, games. I've covered about every sport that they offer. But I got to ask you, what's it like being an athlete playing for Middlesboro?
I really enjoy it. I like it a lot.
So let me in on about your fan base.
They'll travel with us, and they're a good fan base, and I like it. I like to look up in the crowd every Friday and it just be packed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, I heard you say that you like the traveling because of the food. So I do got to, one of our other co-hosts that's normally with us asks us this question all the time. So in the Bell County area, where's your favorite place to eat at?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm probably gonna say Taco Bell. I'm a big Taco Bell guy.
Uh-oh. See, I knew me and Cameron got along real well for some reason right there. See, Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
Cameron, did he bribe you before the show about the Taco Bell stuff?
Hey, I just think Taco Bell's one of the better places around here.
So I got to ask you, when you go to Taco Bell, what do you get?
I get 2 bean burritos with no onions, and I get a chicken quesadilla.
Oh yeah.
Can't go wrong there. And they brought back like the
Nacho
old style
fries.
stuff. They brought that old stuff back, and I got to get
Oh
the
yeah.
Cool Ranch Dorito taco while it's still around before they take it away.
I don't think I've had that one yet.
Oh, it's a good one.
Are you a big fan of the taco concept there, Cameron?
I've ate it once. It's pretty good.
I like it. And I like refried beans. I'm not a big major, I don't majorly like them. I eat them. But now just something about taco concept. Every time I go there, I just want to eat refried beans for some odd
Yeah,
reason. But
it's pretty good. I've
So,
only ate there once though.
yeah, I like their tacos and stuff there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
so, talking about, the subject of food, where's been your favorite place that you've traveled to that's had the best place to eat at?
I say when we went to Garrett County, we stopped at Texas Roadhouse, and I'm a big Texas Roadhouse guy. I like their steak.
Hey, I'm a huge steak fan myself.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
Texas Roadhouse won their national championship in restaurants last year on their field of 64 restaurants. They're the
yeah.
last restaurant standing. And thank you, Texas Roadhouse. You still no free coupons or nothing. We gave you all kinds of advertising here for about a month. They still didn't give us nothing. We don't even need to get a thank you. Not a free roll or anything.
So I gotta ask you, do you have like a pregame ritual you go through? I mean, like anything like that before you get ready to hit the game?
Uh, yeah. About every pregame I go to is I eat some like those watermelon sour patch. I eat about a pack of those every pregame.
I like them. I eat them all the time on my bus. I like them.
Yeah, I
I
eat
do
those
too, but I
every
like to eat
Friday.
about anything sour.
Yeah,
So, Mark was talking a little bit about, Harrison County and everything like that. I've actually done
But
a little bit of research.
can I
Go
back you
ahead.
up before you start on that question? When we're on the subject of food, one more question. Edward, are you going to give him your Mexican restaurant story, or am I going to have to?
Go ahead.
Since he talked about Taco Bell.
Go ahead.
Cameron, Edward loves Taco Bell. We know you like Taco Bell and stuff, but he
yeah.
will not eat Mexican. See, he don't even know how to respond to that. See, I know about it, and I still have a hard time responding to that.
I eat Mexican every once in a while.
Cameron, when
Well,
you
see,
try to get Edward to understand, it's all tacos and burritos and nachos and rice and beans. That's about all you ever get anywhere.
Yeah,
part he didn't tell you is I'm a very picky eater. And if I can't read what's in it, I can't get it.
yeah.
It's
So that's the biggest part. I'm a very, very picky eater. I only eat like 4 things. So I mean,
it's like burrito deluxe, taco
well,
deluxe,
you done
grilled
got me with the
olive
deluxe.
burrito deluxe,
You done got me with the deluxe. I can't do the
the
deluxe.
burrito nacho combo.
Deluxe.
Deluxe. Hold the tomatoes. Hold the tomatoes.
But now he's got me wanting to run to Taco Bell. But I have looked into Harrison County quite a bit here recently, and they have played several heavyweight teams. I mean, going into that game, you talked about that you believe it's going to be a very physical game. So that leads me into asking you: do you prefer the more physical style game, or do you prefer like the more like faster paced style teams?
I kind of like playing physical games. That's just me, though. I like the physicality of them.
So, talking about physicality, I got to ask you again about I think we talked about this Friday from the Williamsburg game. What was in your opinion, what was the tale of the two halves? Because like the first half, it looked like you all was just getting ready to take off and never look back,
Yeah,
and then they kind of settled in, and then it was like a dogfight scratching
it
from there.
was. Yeah, the first half we was firing on all cylinders, and the second, mainly our defense had to really step up in the second half and just carry us through it.
So I'm pretty sure I asked you the same question again Friday. So that that last play that was drew up, what was going through your mind at that point in time?
It was just either sack the quarterback or get the ball on the ground. It was nerve wracking.
Hey, I gotta say both fan bases did show up in that game,
Oh yeah,
and I know, coaches got you all taking it one game at a time, but it's hard. As media, we can kind of look ahead, but you do have another big time matchup right after Harrison County against,
yeah.
what they would classify heavyweight in 1A, which is Lexington Sawyer. So have you all looked into them any yet, or are you going to be waiting until after Harrison County?
We're gonna wait until after Harrison, just kind of take it game by game.
So I gotta get your thoughts. What do you think about playing on Halloween?
Last time I played on Halloween, I was in middle school, but it's definitely a different environment on Halloween day.
So you gonna show up like a costume or anything like that, or you just gonna come in football gear?
I was gonna come in football gear.
Well, figured you might come in and put the Jason mask on and try to go ahead and scare the offensive line a little bit, or.
We might have to.
But I do got a couple things to show you before I let you go. But I got one more question, then I'll turn you back over to Mark. So this season, what was probably one game you couldn't wait to play in just this season?
Probably the Palmville game, because that's just like where I went to school at in the past, and it's always a battle against them.
Absolutely. But
Yeah,
Mark,
I got a stat to throw out there, and he's spoken defense, and we know how good defensively they are. And the one thing about Millsboro, here's a stat for our viewers. Their first game, they allowed 36 points. Their next 6 games, I believe, 6 games, they've allowed 34 points total. That shut the door on teams. And they played some really good competition that stretch. That's a big step defensively. So, and I know it's the first game compared to what you are now, but are there anything differently without giving your game plan up? But what differently are you doing now than what you did do in the first game, or just more repetition, just get better, or are they just different stuff you're doing?
mainly more reps, and we've kind of just filled out with our defense and got people where they should be and stuff like that.
I mean, that's just an amazing stat. I mean, they have literally just allowed 34 points. Edward, you might be able to do the quick math on that. That is unreal. I mean, that's really good.
That, doing mathematic wise, that would be somewhere around like 5.6, 5.7
Yeah, I mean, you
points per
scored
game.
basically what that's telling me. If Hillsborough scores a touchdown, game over. How well that they're playing
Yeah.
defensively right now. But I'm like Edward. Just keep on keeping on. Wish you the best of luck. I'm hoping to get up there Halloween night and get to watch it for the first time this year.
Yeah.
I know they're all about one game at a time, but us as media, we're allowed to get a little excited for you,
Yeah.
and I like what I'm seeing, and I've said it here on the show all year, and I'm not just saying it because you're here, but I think your team is primed and ready to make a serious run at this. And I
Yeah.
think you can. I've been doing this for a long time, and just keep that train going. And if you do bring the hardware home, I've asked other people to do this over the years. Throw me them little chocolate candies when you have the parade, and throw everywhere them little peppermint things. I don't want the peppermint hard ones. I want like the Mr. Good bars and Hershey bars.
I got you. But yeah, the Sayer one will definitely be one to get out to watch. That'll be
Yes,
a battle.
yes, it will.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I got one final question. I'm going to show you a couple of things we put together for you.
All right.
So, through your time playing football, what would you consider your favorite all-time memory? And this can be literally like passing the football in the backyard, playing at the park with friends, a varsity game, anything.
I'll say my favorite football memory would probably be in middle school whenever we won conference back to back. That was pretty cool and neat.
Absolutely. So now these graphics I'm going to show you, I haven't got the Friday pictures uploaded yet from the Williamsburg game, so they could subject to change a little bit come tomorrow. But out of the two I'm going to show you, tell me which one of the two you like the most.
All right. I like that one. I like that one too. I'd probably say the first one.
See, Mark, I knew me and Cameron got along. He likes Taco Bell. He likes the OG graphic. I mean,
But
he
now he
hit a
can
home
grow.
run tonight.
Yeah, he can grow a good beard, so he's country through and through. So he's right by alley anyway. So I bet you Cameron's one of them likes to do the hunting and fishing the whole 9 yards. I'm just guessing. Am I right?
I like the fish.
I'm like you. I'm not much in the hunt, but I do like to fish.
Yeah.
Well, I like to fish too, but it's hard to get out anymore when I got 5 kids that wants to go and then run around and try to jump in the river.
Cameron, when you do fish, are you more of a let me go to a lake, or do you like to pay lakes and do the catfish, or do you just like to get old fashioned ponds, or any one you like it better than the other?
I pay lake really.
So you like the catfish?
Yeah.
Well, what's the biggest catfish you've ever caught in one of them places?
I'm not gonna lie, I've never caught one, but I've been.
Honestly, I've been probably 100 times at Pay Lake. My cousin's like caught a 40-pound catfish, something crazy looking. I just don't have the patience for it. I'll throw my
Yeah.
bait in there and I'll reel it back in, throw it in. He's like, leave that in there for about 2 hours. I'm like, I don't have that kind of patience.
Yeah, that's how I am. After about a couple layers, I'm ready to go.
Absolutely. But, Cameron, I do want to thank you again for taking your time to come on. And, from everything that I've got to see firsthand and from highlights that I've seen, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. And, all thing I got to tell you is, best of luck this week, next week, and the remaining part of your season. And, again, big thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Keep the train going.
Mark, you got anything?
Keep that train going.
We gonna try.
But thank you very much.
All righty.
The crowd
Great
enjoyed
interview.
it. Yeah, the crowd enjoyed it.
Are you ready for our next guest?
We are ready.
See that the crowd's already loving you. But first off, I do want to thank you for taking your time to come on.
Thank you for having me.
And before I get you turned over to Mark, I gotta get your thoughts on how your season's progressing so far.
I think as a team we progressed really good. At the beginning of the season we kind of did a little rough, but it's been getting good, and we just won our district, so it's been going pretty good.
Absolutely. And floor's yours, Mark.
Ren, I want to piggyback off Edward and just thank you for coming on. Thank you for giving us your time. Middle of the week. I know you got this thing called school too, so I'm very appreciative you giving us your time on the school night. I'm sure you have a whole lot more better things to do than listen to us ramble for about 30 minutes, but we do appreciate you. Ren, I gotta ask you first. Edward's loaded up all these little sound deals on these on this air setup here, and I'm gonna give you one sound here, and tell me what you think about it.
Okay.
'Cause I don't. It drives me nuts every time I hear it. I don't even know what it's even on here for.
What?
Does Edward need to get rid of that one?
Yeah, maybe.
But see that's just when you get me ready to start pulling my hair out, Mark.
uh, I believe if I saw you right, you won the district championship.
Yes.
So just talk a little bit about that and just how you felt. You're a senior, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I did my homework here, Edward. And just being a senior, win a district. I know that the season ain't over. I know you still got other steps you're wanting to complete, but just you know, completing that task, reaching that goal, winning district championship. You've been a senior. How did that make you feel personally?
Well, I was really proud of our team because our school hasn't won the district since 2019. So I was really proud that the seniors this year had stepped up and got it done for us.
So, so what location was your district at this year?
It was at West Carter.
Okay, yeah, so I guess can I say that West and East, I guess, are rivals,
Yeah.
pretty much. So just how was the atmosphere there at your championship game? 'Cause I just recently watched a district championship game, and my eardrums are still, boom, boom, boom. It was really,
Yeah.
really loud, that gym.
It got really loud, and you could feel the tension in the gym. But East Carter really didn't have a pep section this year. It was just our school, really.
So do you like the noisy environments, or would you like more of a quieter environment?
I like the loudness. I think it's a lot better than it being dead silent.
So gotta ask you this, and I don't know if I've watched a lot of teams. Have we covered them yet? I mean, you got better memory than me.
Well, we was headed up there, but that's when I had the blowout with my tires, and we had to
Oh
drag
yeah,
the.
yeah, okay, yeah, that's why. So gotta ask you. See a lot of volleyball. The student athletes doing chants and stuff on the sidelines. Do you just have your own little chant you do?
We have an ace cheer, but that's really it. we we don't really have like a specific chant, really.
So like if somebody kills the ball or something, you don't like get up and do like a circle and then sit in the chair and stomp your feet or anything, nothing like that, or.
No, usually they just get up and start screaming, really.
So
Well,
you ain't practicing no chant.
No.
well, Mark, she did say that they had a ace cheer, so I'm sure that they had to cheer themselves off quite a bit this season because
Mhm.
with the stats that's uploaded, she has got 97 aces.
Could 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 I ask you, or would it embarrass you to do the ace cheer for us, or would that embarrass you?
I mean, it's just ACE, ace. That's all we do. And we clap twice. That's it.
So you think somebody like Edward right there? Do you think he could be hitting aces and stuff in a game?
Yeah, I believe in him. He's got it.
Listen, the net's too far away for me. I'll be lucky to get it 3 foot, so they'd have to move me in.
It is difficult.
Um, you being a senior, and are they? Of course, you're a very athletic young female, but are there any other sports that you do?
No, volleyball's it.
So what's the next step for you? I mean, have you committed to school to another school yet, or what? Or have you had time to weigh on that yet?
I don't think I'm gonna continue volleyball in college.
So when you go to school, are they anything you're looking into majoring in?
I'm either gonna go for sonography or nuclear medicine technologist.
You said technology.
Nuclear medicine technologist.
Uh, Forgive me, I've got a relaxed brain, but could you tell me what exactly that is? Because I've not really ever heard that term, man, at all.
So it's like this little vial of radiation, and they can put it into like your brain, and it'll like they'll take pictures and it'll light up the parts of your brain that are active. Or if you have cancer, it'll light up the parts that have cancer.
I've never heard that at all.
I
At
just heard about it
all.
recently.
And just something that just got your interest, and now you're sort of wanting to do it.
Yeah.
You're talking about money makers. That would have to be somebody do
Yeah.
that would have to make the. Well, okay, I'm going to have to come to you with this. Once you get all through that, wish you the best of luck trying to figure all that stuff
Yeah,
out.
I know.
But once you get through it and you get the new home and the property and get the money rolling, you're gonna need some old guys cutting your grass. Okay, so buy me the zero turn mower. You can buy if you want to put the fan on there, you can or not. I'm not gonna beg you for the fan, but buy me a zero turn. Give Everett a couple of weed eaters, and we got your yard. We got
Okay.
your yard.
Oh,
Edward, they call him the
and
weed eating machine.
Oh,
and
really?
by the way, Mark, I just have to throw this out also. Out also, don't forget you're very good at landscaping.
Well, yeah, she needs like a tree run over by the zero turn. I can flatten that out. I can hold it right down. No, honestly, that's really amazing. I never have heard that until you had told me about that. But and as far as career choices, that would have to be something that would be probably something that's very needed
Yeah.
in the workforce, and you could probably get jobs anywhere you wanted to go doing that.
Yeah.
That well thought of right there. And I would never be. No, I could never do anything like that. That's above and beyond me. But yeah, whatever choices you make on down the road, keep in touch with us and stuff like that. Especially with that stuff. That's amazing. Um, so this stuff,
Like
able to see
they
it.
give you a shot pretty much of radiation, and then they take pictures, and if you have cancer somewhere, it'll light it up. I watched a video and it said it'll light you up like a Christmas tree.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
I can talk to you all night about that because that is a really, really interesting subject right there. But this is supposed to be a sports show. Edward, I'm mind boggled.
Well, at least I know what he's doing after the show. It's called YouTube. So
Yeah, I'll have to look this stuff up. And I'm also waiting for my zero turn.
but you did reach a huge milestone this season, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm pretty sure it was your 1,000th assist also.
Yes.
So I got to ask you, what was your thoughts the moment you realized you actually hit that?
I was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But also, two of my best friends had also hit theirs just recently, and one of them hit theirs the same night. So it was a good experience to experience that with them too.
And I'm going to assume the teammates you're talking about is Mallory Hicks with 1,000 kills. And if I'm pronouncing the name right, is it Aaliyah?
Yeah.
For 1,000 digs.
Yeah.
See, I can't say where I got my sources from. Well, you might know her, so I can't say where I got my sources from. I got to thank her for reaching out to me and allowing me the opportunity to make those graphic for you. But I'm pretty sure I last year. I don't know what that was for, Mark.
I have no idea.
Sarah, you done blew his brain talking about. Hey, he don't even know what he's doing no more.
No, I absolutely pushed the wrong button that time.
Now you done made me forget what I was getting ready to ask. Oh, now I remember.
I know what I'm going to ask when it's my turn again.
So, I'm probably pretty sure I think I've asked this before, but, 97 service aces in a single season. How does your arm not get tired?
It does. It does. And I've had surgery on my elbow, so it tends to hurt sometimes.
So I'm pretty sure that's what you that you did have surgery on your elbow, but on the course coming back from an injury to be able to perform on that level, I just got to ask, what are you doing in the off season to be able to perform like that?
To be honest, I don't do anything.
Well, I mean,
hey, I'm telling you, Ria, she comes with the truth bomb. She's not gonna go around it or not.
For whatever she's doing that she ain't realizing it. I mean, packing in groceries or something is, I might start carrying more groceries. The only thing I can say.
Rihanna, if you ever give up on the nuclear whatever the nuclear technology stuff, you're hired here. Just go with the all sports. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we got you.
We've already offered you a show and everything. We'll call it Rihanna's Truthful Hour or something like that. Where she ain't gonna give like she ain't gonna tell you what you want to hear. You're gonna hear the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when did you realize that you had the love for volleyball?
5th grade when I first started.
I'm sorry. I'm thinking he's like, well, I thought you was gonna say something else. Like, I don't know if I ever really loved it. I just liked playing it. But
Well, that's Mark.
yeah, but I'm like this, and for real, Rihanna, you brought it regardless with this interview, and really enjoyed it though for sure, and you get it. And the one thing we tell a lot of student athletes that come on the show, laughter's the best medicine. You've come in here and you've had some laughs with us, and
Yep.
that's all that matters.
So, speaking of laughs, we got another co-host that always plays hooky on Wednesdays for some reason.
Yeah, we're going to fire him. Ryan, you're fired. Brianna she's with us after she go through her 15 years of college, whatever that takes to do all that stuff. I know you want to know how long it takes to get a degree in that stuff.
It's only 4, really.
Oh, really? Okay, I thought it'd be longer than that.
Mm-mm.
So, have they done y'all's region draw yet?
No,
Do you know where it's going to be hosted at?
it's at Raceland.
Well, Mark, you pay for the gas and I'll ride with you.
I pay for everything.
Well, I'm normally the one driving.
How far is Raceland from your school?
I would say about like 45 minutes, maybe an hour.
So, are they going to give you an air conditioned bus and all that stuff?
No.
No. No charter buses or no air or anything.
No, we rode to a game one time and it was pouring the rain and our bus was leaking. The back of the bus was soaked. It was leaking through the roof. Everybody was soaked. It was bad. It was bad.
I'm a bus driver for a school district. Trust me, I know all about that. Yeah. I took the soccer team in about 100-degree weather, and the air conditioned bus I was in decided to quit working on us. Yeah, it was rough.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to have to ask you, since Ryan normally asks this question, and he played hooky on us again.
Yep.
Where's your favorite place to eat at?
In your area. Or are we doing statewide or wherever?
Well, I live in Oldfield and all we got's Mexican, so I'm gonna say Texas Roadhouse or Cattleman or Longhorn, somewhere with steak.
Well, you can't go wrong with anywhere with steak. So
No.
now she's got me wanting to go cook a steak. Mark, you hold it. I'll be back in a minute.
Brianna, I'll tell you one thing about Mexican. I'm sure you probably eat Mexican. Edward will not eat Mexican.
Why?
Well, he always fails to tell you this part. I am like probably the most pickiest eater you will ever meet in your life. I only eat like 4 things. If I can't read what's on the menu or understand what they're telling me is on the menu, I can't eat it.
Brianna, will you tell him when it comes to Mexican, it's just burritos, tacos, nachos, and you add the word deluxe. A
Yeah.
burrito taco deluxe combo.
Yeah, pretty
Well, I
much.
can't do the deluxe part.
Just tell them to hold the tomatoes on everything and add cheese sauce. You're good to go.
Yep, pretty
Well,
much.
see, I like tomatoes, but I don't like the sour cream and all the weird sauces they put on it.
You just gotta say none of that.
Yeah.
Well, then if I'm gonna do that, I'm just gonna go to Taco Bell. It's just plain taco then.
The same.
Yeah.
Or I'll go to Taco Casa, which is the closest thing to Mexican I'll get.
I've never had that.
You see what I go through, Red? I had the hair before I started working with Edward, and now look at me. Now, do you like Chinese food?
No.
Well, that's Edward too. I was gonna give you the Chinese story, but I'll give it to you anyway. Took Edward to a Chinese buffet, and I'm gouging this stuff east and west. And you know what Edward orders?
What?
10 fortune cookies.
Oh.
Which he's also forgetting to tell you I was like 6. And
That's his story.
And the only thing that my parents had fed me at that time was bologna, Slim Jims, and hamburgers.
You could could at least like ordered sweet and sour chicken or something.
Yeah.
I can't handle the sweet and sour sauce. It's just weird. Sorry, I told you I'm extremely picky.
Yeah, and then there's McDonald's when he's talking about money that he never gives out.
One
No, we
sausage
always have to
biscuit,
pay.
2 hash browns.
And no, 4 hash browns. You put 4 hash browns on a sausage biscuit.
One.
On a sausage biscuit.
One.
No.
And see, Ren, I hope your hair don't start falling out. You know, you got really, really pretty hair, but it's been known to happen dealing with Edward for short periods of time. It makes the hair fall out.
I can see that.
One sausage with 1 hash brown on it.
No.
And by the way,
Yeah.
we're going to give you a heads up. Everybody comes on this show gets the hacks. So if you get some cough that you can't get rid of after this show, send all your medical bills to Edward. He'll pay for them.
So, you're talking about McDonald's. Now I'm going to have to bring it up. A couple of years ago, did you not go eat where they had the chicken and fish sandwiches combined, the hamburger with chicken nuggets on it?
I have no idea.
No.
You must have been dreaming that.
No, they had it right here and where I live at.
Granted, would you eat a chicken and fish sandwich?
No.
I don't think I would either. That don't even seem right.
Well, I don't eat the fish sandwich, so I ain't going to eat that regardless. But now the hamburger with the chicken nuggets on it was all right.
I've never even heard of that.
Me.
Yeah, our McDonald's was selling all kinds of crazy stuff. Guess you didn't hear the chicken Whopper either, right? Or not the Whopper, but the Big Mac. And that was in your area. That's where my wife first tried it at in Williamsburg.
I've never even ate a Big Mac.
I haven't either. I don't like the Big Mac sauce.
I like a Big Mac. I like the Big Mac sauce.
Well, you like any type of food, Mark.
Okay, so
Where's yours, Mark?
okay. Brianna, we're gonna probably keep you on here for about 3.5 days. I'm just go ahead and warn you. If you need to go grab you a gallon of coffee, it's be a good chance. Oh no, you just been a great interview. I just got one group of questions I'm gonna ask you, and then I promise I'll leave you alone. I know you got things to do, but I think that you're I think you can handle it. Only few could handle it. It's my set of hard hitting questions. Really, really hard hitting questions. See, look at Edward. He's already started to break down. He knows it's coming. So I'm going to ask you, Kai, ask you these hard hitting questions. There's about 3 of them. Okay. This is only for your teammates only. Teammates only. No coaches, no parents, no anything. Kids are going to a game. Either all like in a 15-passenger van or something like that. The van tears up. Who's getting out there and fixing it?
Probably me.
Oh, so you say you would just take the sockets and screwdrivers and you say, move over. I got this.
Yeah.
See, now Edward would not attempt to fix the vehicle at all. He would put me and Ryan out there to doing it. Edward wouldn't want to get grease on his hands, what it would be.
Well, you got to remember, somebody's got to turn the key to make sure that y'all got it fixed.
That's true.
See?
So you go out and you fix a van for your team, which is a very nice thing for you to do. Now, they're coming back from your game. They're running out of gas. You go to a gas station. Who's going to pay for the gas?
Probably me.
I know who take on the road trip. We got the mechanic and the money here. Ever pays for nothing. We have to put the gas in, and then he'll stop at McDonald's and buy us 4 hash browns and put it on the sausage biscuit.
Well,
And he'll eat it in front of us, and then he'll throw the wrappers and stuff in their laps.
He's
Go
not.
ahead and tell me
But he-
I'm lying, Edward. Go ahead and tell me I'm lying.
Well, I see. I don't do that to Ryan. I will buy Ryan his breakfast, but now I have to throw my wrappers over there. I mean, it's
Yeah, okay.
just I have to. But he's also failing to tell you that it's my vehicle we're putting the mileage on, and my tires were wearing out.
But look at Rihanna. She's going to fix the vehicle and she's going to pay for the gas.
Yeah, I've
You
got
wouldn't
it.
do either.
Well, I'm picking you up.
Rihanna, would you would probably provide the vehicle too if I get this right.
Yeah.
If you had to.
Yeah.
Well, see, I've tried to get Mark to provide the vehicle and me pay for the gas, but the answer is, well, my vehicle just won't make it.
Yeah. Well, it would make it.
That's his story.
That's an excuse.
Okay, now the last one. This might be the hardest of them all. Is all decide to go back to a teammate's house, do some Netflix and chill. You can't do no door dashing, no pizza delivery. Somebody's actually got to get up and cook some, a meal for the team. So who's going to do
That's a hard one.
Red, I thought you was going to say you on this one.
I'm not a very good cook. So it's gonna be me. That's me. I would probably put Aaliyah in charge of the food.
So why do you think she would cook it?
Probably like waffles or something that's easy.
Like the Legos and waffles you
Yeah.
put in a little. Okay, well I could handle some Lego waffles. As long as we gotta have the syrup butter on them though.
Yeah.
Gotta have a lot of syrup butter. Grant, I know you can handle it. You got through the hard hitting questions like nothing. And you're still as one. You ain't broke down. Like Edward, every time I hit him with them, it breaks him down mentally, physically, spiritually, psychologically, finally, all them leads, it breaks them down. See,
I've never been the same. I'll never be the same again.
Yeah, see. Told you, all them leads hits him at one time.
You done made me forget what I'm even thinking over here. Maybe my spiritually will come back here.
Well, finally.
But I do got one more question for you, then I'll show you a couple things we'd put together for you. So, through your time playing volleyball, it can be at a park, backyard, anywhere, or a varsity game, anything. What's been your favorite all-time memory?
Probably Bluegrass State games.
So, any stories behind the Bluegrass State games?
There is.
Or you just can't tell us?
I can't share.
He says we got to keep it PG on the show. That's behind closed doors story.
Yep.
But we do tend to put together a couple graphics for each student athlete that comes on our show, and this is kind of our way of saying thank you for taking the time to listen to Mark ramble on about his financially, physically, mentally hard-hitting questions.
Psychologically, spiritually.
Yeah, well, I done forgot all the leads. Yeah, all that. But out of the two we put together,
like these graphics emotionally. Let me go ahead.
Yeah, I've done lost all of Lee. But out of the two I've put together, tell me which one of the two you like the most.
That one.
So did he bribe you before the show?
A lightning struck right there.
Now
And
I'm
I'll
gonna
pay you. I'll pay you after the show. Thank you.
see, I knew that's something. Might have to get Amy to deflate your head a little bit that way you fit out your door in the morning.
That graphic emotionally affected her. She liked it.
I give up. I give up. There's no hope for you no more. Hold on, that leads me.
You see what I go through? Looks like you got your friend in the background over there.
He's in the way.
Ah.
But
So is it a he or a her?
It's a her.
Okay, I guess she's spoiled, ain't she?
Yes, bad. Bad.
but Mark, you got any final questions or anything?
Rana, you've been a great interview, and thank you for coming on and having some laughs with us. So, like I said, I hate repeat myself, but you get it. You go through enough between your senior year of school volleyball. You don't need old guys like us sitting here break down this game for us. Break it down. You don't want to hear that. I know you the song, and like I tell you, if we've had some laughs with somebody, I think we've did our jobs. And you come in here and you've understood it, and we're fans of you now because we've had a really good time. And if you didn't live 500,000 miles away from us, we would try to come to some of your games. But regardless of what the future holds
4
for you,
hours and 7 minutes precisely to where the region is going to be held.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But regardless of what the future holds for you, honestly, I wish you the best of luck. You got a good head on your shoulders, and what you're doing, just keep on keeping on, and the world's gonna fall right into place for you. And just check in with us on time for time, and even if you do not want to go, in the volleyball or sports, the next level. Still come and say, hey, let me come on the show, co-host with us, have some laughs with us. You'll be welcome back anytime.
Thank you all for having me.
Absolutely. And, I just want to kind of piggyback like what he said, thank you for taking your time to come on, and, everything that we've seen, you're killing it. Your team's killing it. There's only a couple things remaining to do, and, I'm sure Mark would show up if you bring the hardware home for the parade because he wants some little bitty chocolate candies.
Like the Mr. Good bars and the Hershey's, you know what I'm talking about, them little, yeah. Throw them peppermint things everywhere. Don't throw them at me. Throw me them little chocolate candy bars.
But any more milestones or anything like that you hit the remaining part of your season, please feel free to have somebody reach out to me. I'd love to put graphics together for you, and that way I can, help promote you and your team to the best of our ability. And again, gotta thank you for taking your time to come on.
Well, I gotta thank you all for the graphics and having me, and all you all do for these athletes.
It's been an honor. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you all.
Thank you. Two great interviews.
Crowd gave it a double applause. So the crowd really liked it.
Absolutely.
No, that was a good
So-
interview. They's both good interviews, and we knew they would be. You always set these shows up real good. And there's that random train again. I don't know why the train keeps coming in. Even the crowd's booing the train because they're like, "Why that train keep doing that?" See, you're confusing the crowd. That's right. That train, you got to go, train. You got to quit just out of the blue blowing your whistle for no reason whatsoever. If we say the train is coming, continue sound, okay? Just don't interfere with anything else. Or this is what's
Well,
going to happen to the train. Well, yeah.
so any final thoughts or anything?
Great interviews, and we cover Middlesboro football a lot, and we know what the future could hold for them, you know, and we talk about it every week. We've legitimately got 4 different classes that got legitimate teams that can make their stake on saying, hey, we can make a serious run at this. 4 different classes in one region. That is unheard of. Might not ever be heard of again, but who knows? But it's a great show, and Rihanna, like the interview there. She brought it, and I liked the first interview too. Both of them was great interviews, and just Friday night at this point. I still don't know exactly where I'm going to be at football. I think I already know where I'm going to be at Saturday, but maybe the Rockcastle Knox Central game. I believe that'd be a really, really good game. 2 really, really good teams playing each other. Might be where I wind up Friday.
Absolutely. I'm not sure where I'll be at Friday. Saturday, I know I'll be making the long haul to Morgan County to cover some cross country action. But, on that note, you never know where you'll see All Sports Media, or should I say the Bryant Family Medicine All Sports Media show up at, regardless what school you're at, the location, but we make appearances about everywhere and anywhere that we're capable of being able to make it to. But Moravians, like I always do, please, it's getting close to the end of, all these sports seasons. Go out there and give these student athletes the coverage that they deserve. Go out there and watch them. Go out there and cheer for them. Go out there and see the hard work, the heart, the dedication, and everything that they put in for the sports that they love. But from everybody here at Bryant Family Medicine, All Sports Media, I want to tell you good night and God bless.